Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here to do another general reading. Woo! So before we begin, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. I love to read your comments. Also, that this is a general read, so if it resonates with you, I am so excited about it. If it doesn't resonate with you, well, the message wasn't meant for you. And I have a ton of videos on my YouTube channel. You can watch some of them and see if any of those messages or whatever you're guided to watch resonates with you. Also, a disclaimer, if love comes a part of this reading today, my default is reading to a female about a male, but pronouns are interchangeable. He's can be she, she's can be he's, he, she, them or they, whatever is going on in your life. Let's get started. We're gonna start with my favorite. It is the medicine cards. I love these. So we're going to get a good energy kind of read of what's going on, what this reading's about. So we've already had one card come out. It is face down, so we don't know what it is. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, you have number 36, which is lizard. Now, I need to memorize these. Some of them I know, I know them. This one I've gotten a couple times. It's dreaming. Ooh, very cool. So lizard medicine is the shadow side of reality where your dreams are reviewed before you decide to manifest them physically. Lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help and see the shadow. This shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you're resisting, but it always is following you like an obedient dog. It may be time to look and see what is following along behind you. Is it your fears, your future trying to catch up to you, or is it the part of you that wants to ignore your weaknesses and humanness? Lizard may be telling you to pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. Make a dream log and record all that you remember. Be sure to pay attention to each individual symbol or reoccurring pattern. If you don't remember your dreams, try setting a music alarm for 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Or you can try drinking a lot of water before bedtime and allow your bladder to wake you up. Dreams are very important and pay attention to them. That's very interesting. So dreaming, dreamy. Right now is Pisces season, so it is like a really dreamy, psychic energy that's going on right now. So, and off the bat too, like maybe you're having dreams. Maybe you've had a couple very vivid dreams or one. I vividly dream every single night. And I don't know if that's normal. So just really pay attention to what your normal is and what might be out of the normal. For instance, if you're not a big dreamer, to really pay attention to dreams that you do encounter. There's some really good online resources to find for dream journaling, or dream interpretation, I should say, for the dream symbols. Okay. I'm seeing all of these like in reverse. So I'm not cutting the deck quite yet, but I just want to make sure that these are not all on the same, like all of them upright, all of them down, you know? Okay. Sometimes you just need a good old-fashioned shuffle like that. Okay, that's too many. Witch's Tarot doesn't have a whole lot to say. So we're going to... There's no flyers except a ton of cards. So what we're going to do is cut this stack. We're going to try one more time. Yeah. Okay, let's cut this stack. We're going to cut it into 4. Okay. So our first card is the Tower. That's very interesting because in that there was a stack that came up and it was too many cards, and on the top was Tower. So that was something. The Hierophant, or in this deck, the High Priestess, High Priest in reverse. Then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. And then the Eight of Swords. Okay. Already getting some energy. So we have 2 major arcanas, and those ones we have to really be kind of honing in on because those are a big deal. The Tower is about change. So change is going to be happening whether you like it or not. And with the High Priest in reverse, it feels like that there hasn't been a lesson that's been learned. So this change is happening, but it might... Your whole life might crumble, including the foundation. So really, we need to think about what we need to learn before this tower crumbles before us. This one doesn't have a lot to say either. It's so weird. So we have the Tower being clarified by the Father of Cups in reverse, and that's King of Cups in reverse. The High Priest in reverse is being clarified by the Father of Wands in reverse. The Seven of Wands in reverse is being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. And then the Eight of Swords is being clarified by the Three of Wands. All right. So there's an energy, and this energy has made its way from the last general read that I did for the King of Cups. And the King of Cups looks like that this person, and this is a water sign, so that's Pisces, that is Scorpio and Cancer. And there is a huge thing that's happening, a huge change that's happening. Now, people are freaked out by the Tower because, as you can see, the imagery is a little terrifying. But this is not necessarily bad news. This is just life-changing things are happening. Like I've mentioned many times before in my videos, my best friend, when she found out she was pregnant, had the Tower for that month. So it was like your life is going to change completely. So it feels like it is this time because it is Pisces, but this can also be someone that is a water sign or someone that has been not emotionally strong. It doesn't mean that they aren't in general, but maybe right now, because of the reverse. When this is upright, this King of Cups cannot be wavered by emotions. Has just a really strong grounding and can ride the wave of emotions and not get in a spiral in like almost like a tide pool, whirlpool instance. This, however, in reverse, tells me that, yeah, this is a chaotic and emotional time. And so with the Tower, it feels like things are starting to, this instability is crumbling, and you get to build this up again. This is just Coda right here. So it feels like that there is change that's coming. And I believe your dreams are telling you and can give you a clue to what these changes are going to be. Now, the High Priest in reverse being clarified by the Father of Wands in reverse. There is a lesson that needs to be learned. And it feels like this can be two people. This can be different aspects of yourself. So like the Father of Cups is like your emotional side. And then the Father of Wands is like your spirit. And it feels like that your spirit might be a little bit broken. Or this can be someone where they are incredibly lazy. They and it might not even be their fault, but they're just not doing any sort of effort to do anything. And they're not following what their fire is. They've just kind of accepted just to be a lump on a log. And I'm really kind of getting this as one person, not two. So it just feels like this person feels inadequate. Like they can't provide. And they're still learning. They're still growing. But something has happened, and this is a big life change, and it has made them incredibly emotional. And they're very detached. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm getting like, this is really huge feminine energy. This is one of the most feminine cards that you can get that isn't like a court card or that's in the minor arcana, is the Ace of Pentacles. And so this is like the feminine energy where they're done defending. They're done. They feel like they have fought. They feel like they have done everything. And they're just done defending things. They're just kind of like, eh. And this can be like, again, this can be this feminine energy. But I'm feeling like this, the Tower and the High Priest is coming from the masculine. So that can be the masculine side of yourself, but this can also be another person. And I feel like, at least for the feminine energy, this is you, where you're just like, ugh, whatever. Like, it just feels like you're just kind of like over it. Like you're not even, there isn't a fight left, where you're just like, it is what it is. And this can be maybe a partner that's in your life. This can be maybe someone that you have been like crushing on or whatever, but it's just very much like, whatever. Like it just seems like the feminine energy is really over it. But both of these energies combined feel very trapped in what is going on. And I feel like, especially with the change that's happening, you shouldn't be feeling trapped, and you really aren't. You really aren't trapped, but you might feel it. But there is a change, an energy that's going. And it's the same thing with this, like, whatever kind of energy, where you feel trapped and like, this is just what always happens to me. And with the Three of Wands, it feels like you are stuck in this energy. And it feels like these two, the masculine and the feminine, are stuck. They're stuck, they're trapped. And it's like a waiting energy of, how do I get unstuck? And it just, like, one of them is just self-imploding and just, like, totally transformation from what life has to offer. And then the other one's just complacent and just being like, who cares? I don't care. So it's just kind of a really weird energy. But, like, the readings that I've done, I'm still getting, like, a really weird, like, undertone. Like a, like, fiery energy undertone. Almost like chaos. And, like, with the tower moment, that's definitely that kind of feeling. But I feel like for both the feminine and the masculine, there is this just, like, a, like, background energy that you feel stuck, but you're not going to be stuck for long. But like with that 3 of Wands, it feels like it's going to be forever. Like it feels like this is how I always am, and I'm always in this spot, and I can't ever do things right, and all of this bad stuff always happens to me, and you're just kind of like a little bit of a Debbie Downer. And you're just kind of waiting to get out of it, and it doesn't feel like it's happening because it feels like you've been stuck in this energy before. And you've gotten a little bit out of the rut, but you just went right back into it. And it feels like it, honestly, with the chain energy that's going on, especially with the lizard energy, like change is coming. And it is going to, like, slap you beside the face. Like, it's going to be big. And it's going to be when you least expect it. So I'm telling you this right now, and you're going to be like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. And it's going to, you got to let it go. Because it's going to do what it's going to do when it's going to do it. And it's going to be when you do not expect it. Okay, so for the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, we got Coventina, which is purification. It is time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. And I agree. You are stuck, baby. You are stuck. And it is really time to get that really, and it's like a toxic energy, and get it out, you know? You're not stuck. You might feel it. Like, this is resonating with me because I thought about this, like, this whole week. Where it's like, I'm always alone. I'm like, there's people that can get into relationships, like, romantic relationships at a drop of the hat. And it's like, why can't I? Why am I always alone? And I feel like it's that same energy, and it's time to just like, nope, done. Done. It's done feeling sorry for yourself, because big changes are going to happen. And it doesn't mean that it necessarily is what you're looking for, because you have so much energy that's focused on this aspect. That it's going to be, this change is going to be in a different aspect of your life. Because I feel like you are honed in on this energy. And it's really hard for you to let go. And letting go is going to make that come to you. What you desire will make it come to you. And that is the law of attraction. But I don't feel that you're there yet in that aspect. So once you start to let go, once you start to purify yourself and your body and mind, and that can be going on like a spiritual cleanse, that can be starting eating right, drinking more water, and just doing things that aren't toxic. Like watching a bunch of like TV, maybe going outside and like enjoying the fresh air. That's really beneficial. That is not toxic. So it's kind of getting that different mindset on things and just get yourself detoxed from stuff that isn't working for you. But this change is coming. It's big. I keep thinking, just because like we have the tower moment and just like this underlining, like, and that's all I'm feeling is like this energy of just like I described it in like a couple general readings ago, like a wildfire, and it's just like just freaking going to town, and it feels like it hasn't started yet, or it's still lingering. Like there's something that's there that it's just there, and it's big, and it's going to be big. 24, and this is Othila. Let's see. Equilibrium. Things will stay as they are. We are rich if we have family, our friends, and our health. Ancestral energy becomes important. A gift of inheritance may be forthcoming. Things will stay as they are. So it's a ruin of ancestors and family. It speaks to relationships, suggesting that you have good relationships with those around you, particularly your blood kin, as well as a good relationship with your own body, your health. You are as rich as if you had chests of gold. If this rune asks us to see that, even if we dislike members of our family for good reason, in our blood and DNA, we carry positive aspects of our ancestors. Whether it reminds us to be thankful of our ancestral line for the gifts we have received from our forebears. This is an earth element. That's really interesting. And really, things will stay as they are. Equilibrium. We are rich if we have our family, our friends, and our health. So it kind of feels like a little bit contradictory of what I was saying, but it's this trapped energy. You are so honed in on this stuff that's happening where I'm stuck and I'm this or blah blah blah, and it's just kind of going around. You are, especially if you're coming into like, I'm not good enough, or I hate this about my body, or whatever. It's being like a big FU to your ancestors. But I'm also getting that don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get out of the chains of this 8 of Swords. Don't be afraid, because things will stay as they are. So you might be afraid because you're trapped. You might be afraid to move forward, to get out of this energy, because it's going to do a chain reaction. Well, change is going to happen whether you like it or not. And it is going to. But I feel like at least with the people that are around you, like your loved ones, things will stay the way that they are. It's very interesting. And perhaps they will stay the way that they are, and it's you have to start the chain reaction, you know? Okay, cool. This one's talking. I like it. So the first card that came out is number 18, Virgo. I analyze. This one was the other one that was upright, and it was Earth. 38, Earth element stability. So we're dealing with a Virgo or an Earth sign. And this is an Earth element as well. So big Earth energy that's going on right now. Oh, wow. Okay. We have 47, which is Grand Cross, and that's Provoker. We have 29, which is 5th house, creativity. We have number 20, which is Scorpio, I transform. And then 48, Yod, which is destiny. So with the Father of Cups energy, I'm feeling it's Scorpio energy for sure. And I feel this is something too that we need to be looking into our dreams and seeing. But this can also signify when change is going to happen. And it's not going to happen for a while. It's going to happen in October. It's going to happen during Scorpio season. And that's why things will stay as they are. There's an underlying current that's happening. But change is going to be coming. But for right now, it's just try to get out of this mental trap. Because things are going to stay as they are. Continue with this purification. Continue to better yourself. But once Scorpio season comes, big changes are going to be coming. Wow. And with Provoker, Grand Cross, this is provoking you to get out of this trap. This energy, this masculine energy, you can't provoke them to do anything. You are only in control of yourself. So it is time to provoke yourself to move forward into a better life, into a better mindset. With the 5th house creativity, it's time to also, if you feel like that's resonating with the King of Wands in reverse, where it's feeling lazy and unmotivated and not passionate, there's that fire that's not there. It's time to ignite that and start to become creative. And how, if you feel like, well, I'm not creative and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? I bet you have a Pinterest page. Go on Pinterest and cook a recipe. That's creativity. Doing a scrapbook, doodling, getting an adult coloring book or a child's coloring book. Doesn't matter. That is exploring your creativity, and it's time to do that. But this Yod with destiny, this is big. I'm getting with Scorpio that destiny is about to happen, and it feels like you're just in the middle of changing shifts, you know? It feels like you're coasting right now. And you feel trapped, and it's like almost like an angsty energy. I'm just not good enough. Why does this always happen to me? I'm just gross. That's me. It's usually me, where it's just like, I feel disgusting. But you are putting your middle finger to your ancestors when you are putting yourself down. Because aspects of your personality, your physical appearance, and parts of your destiny has been chosen by your ancestors. I say parts because you still have the free will. But I'm telling you, mark your calendars, because Scorpio season is going to be crazy. And that is like middle of October through middle of November. So this can be happening in October or November, but big stuff, big changes are coming. So if you're there, oh, nothing ever happens to me. I'm trapped. This is always the same thing. It's not. Big things are coming. All right, guys, that is it for this reading. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, comment below to tell me if any of this resonated with you. I know it resonated with me for sure. Also, make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Witch of Boise. I am also on Twitter at Witch of Boise. I am on Facebook at Witch Boise. So I want to thank you again for spending some time with me today. I hope you have a great day, or you had a great day. And thank you so much for supporting me on this. I appreciate it. And you watching it, commenting, subscribing, telling your friends helps me so much. So until I see you again, I hope you have a great day. Bye.